Welcome to Bear Download. I'm Rich Campbell along with Dan Wiederer. It's Victory Monday here at Hallis Hall, coming off the Bears' 21-13 win over the Minnesota Vikings. Kind of an interesting game, though, Dan, as we look back on what it means. Not exactly the most crisp performance from the Bears. They beat a bad Vikings team and took advantage of a rookie quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater. Kind of leaves you with a little bit of an uneven feeling looking ahead to Sunday's game against Lovie Smith and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we heard from Mark Trestman this afternoon. Mark was guarded. He's not the same open... it wasn't the same open exchange that we've had with him in the past, and it just leaves you with a bit of a weird feeling.
I feel like that feeling was almost universal amongst everybody that sat in there today. It was a little bit of a head scratcher as you walked out of the Mark Trestman press conference, because Mondays here at Hallis Hall used to be sort of like a classroom. You'd come in, Mark Trestman would give you a long opening statement. He'd go through a lot of the nuances and intricacies of the game. He would tell you what went wrong, what didn't. He'd take questions. He'd be introspective. He'd be engaging. And today it just seemed like he wanted to get out of here as fast as possible with saying as little as possible, and it just didn't seem like the same guy that we had gotten used to over so much time. Who knows what's behind that, but obviously you reflect back on this win Sunday against the Vikings and you say this is a team that is obviously still flawed and a team that is obviously still just a little bit off balance, I guess, for lack of a better word, with how they feel about things.
Yeah, right, and Trestman obviously is under a great deal of pressure at this point, given the record at 4-6, and given the fact that the offense still, even though 21 points yesterday, is lowest point total in a win under Trestman. They're used to scoring more last year, and you start with the quarterback as always. You see
Jay
Cutler
do some ball too.
Yeah, Cutler did some good things, and put them in some tough situations at times. Mark's point was they played complementary football. Defense picked them up. Remember, after the interception, they had the 3-and-out, forced a missed field goal, and the Bears ended up surviving. But you're right, over 400 yards of offense, they really did move it.
No question, this was truly a glass half full, glass half empty game, and you could choose whichever side you want. You could see the offense moving the ball and say, "Whoa, boy, they really got Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey involved. They got the matchups they wanted. They made plays." You look back on the other side of things and you say Jay Cutler is a hair away from having a 4-turnover day that could have turned into a loss. Obviously, he gets away with a fumble early that the refs incorrectly ruled as an incomplete pass. Later in the game, one snap before he throws the decisive touchdown pass to Brandon Marshall, tries to squeeze a ball into Marquise Wilson and is almost picked off in the end zone. Imagine what would have happened then. In 14-10, going in for a potential clinching score, if you throw an interception in the end zone, the narrative's way different. So a lot of things to look both ways on, and certainly an uneasy feeling.
But ultimately, the Bears did find their winning formula. Play from ahead. They were able to win one-on-ones with their defensive line, and the secondary made a play at the end of the game.
Well, and you've got a lot of high-paid playmakers that you pay to step up, and they did. Jared Allen, Brandon Marshall, Alshon Jeffrey, Jay Cutler, they all made big plays when they needed to. That's what you need out of a roster like this.
And that's why it's a Victory Monday here at Hallis Hall. All right, stay tuned to ChicagoTribune.com all week for more coverage as we look forward to a pretty fun game on Sunday with Lovie Smith and Josh McCown.
Reunion week.
Yeah, that's right, coming back to town. I don't know if we can do a reunion on Bear Download. I think it's just us for now. Maybe we get Fred in here or something at one point. All right. Dan Wiederer, I'm Rich Campbell. We'll see you next time.